What's up, friends, foes, and subbies? Y'all, so I just made this video about Brianna starting this new surviving, thriving, and healing from domestic violence group. And yes, it triggered the fuck out of me, so I decided to make a video. But before I get into that video, I'm not sure if you guys caught the end of one of my videos on LaTruth. I believe it is a video about LaTruth's interview and my thoughts on it. I added a story of two people that were in situations where fake domestic violence was involved. Like there was a husband whose wife lied about DV, and there was a woman who lied about DV. And this woman reminds me of Brianna to a T. The only difference is she's Caucasian. But anyhow, I just want to throw this in real quick, and then I'm going to get to my thoughts on this Facebook group.
Bitch, I got some tea. So I came across this TikTok yesterday. I was just scrolling on my FYP, came across this TikTok, accidentally paused it on a certain image. Did you see it? She was quick with it. This was the image I accidentally paused it on. What is that? Notice the dark spot here, the white spot there, and the sharp line right there. I was like, what? It took me 2 seconds to Google black eye filter on TikTok. Which got me that video, which is a Snapchat filter. So I was like, hold up. So I did a little side by side. Notice the dark spot there, the light spot, the dark spot, the light spot, and then the sharp line right there. So I'm not one to automatically not believe someone when they come out about domestic violence, because that is not something you should ever joke about. But after Amber Heard fucked everyone with her lies, it's like so hard to like trust the internet, and it's so hard to trust people. And I know there's two sides to every story, so we don't know what went on behind closed doors, if there was anything serious. But like that photo, and to use it in that video, and then to hashtag happily divorced, domestic violence awareness, like I feel like that's just so weird. I didn't see anyone commenting anything about like the photo being fake, but it's very obviously fake. It's a filter. Her eye is not swollen at all. I mean, just look at it again. Just look at it. And just watch it one more time. She does it so quick. And the hashtags. And obviously I'm not saying that there was no abuse or she's lying about abuse in the relationship, because there's many different types of abuse. It's not just physical, but like to post that photo in that video and then just yucking up all the support is not right. So I just found the filter and did a side-by-side of me using it. Obviously it's clearer because it's on my phone, but I used the flash like she would have, and you can just see they're the same.
All right, guys, I just had to throw that in there because Brianna is not the only person that's doing this type of stuff out here. And I think more people need to be vocal about fake DV survivors. They just do. But let's get into the video that I made. Nothing major, but just my thoughts and opinion. I could not help myself. I happened to be scrolling on Facebook, and I came across Surviving, Thriving, and Healing from Domestic Violence. I see this group and I see Brianna is promoting it. So I click on it thinking maybe she's promoting it for somebody else that actually experienced domestic violence. No. Apparently this page belongs to Brianna. Excuse me, Lieonya'S. I was extremely disgusted. I'm not even going to lie to you. my stomach felt the way. And I just said to myself, how do people get away with stuff like this? How is it okay for people to lie and use domestic violence as a cover-up? It should be a crime. I get triggered to the utmost, to the point where, like I said, I get sick when I see people lie about domestic violence. Well, what I decided to do after, finding out about this group, I said, let me look and see if she actually really did create this group. And it looks as if, I don't know if it's her or a fan. The name of the person is Lieonya'S. Okay. And if you look at that page, there's only like 7 people following, or they're only following 7 people. Brianna is one of them. I feel like this was a fan that started the group for Brianna, but is claiming that Brianna started the group. Unless Brianna's that psycho to where she made a page called Lieonya'S, representing Jonel's last name. That's just extremely creepy. But I think Brianna got this idea from somebody that she follows. There's a young lady that does her hair. I'm not sure if it's really her, but she experienced domestic violence, and she made like this little mini documentary about her story, and she speaks of a song that she just wrote. And Brianna reposted that DV story, and she wrote, "I love this. This really made me tear up, April." I kid you not. Shortly after this, all of a sudden, Brianna has this group. The following day, all of a sudden, after somebody posts about their DV story, being beat up and locked up in a room, you have this group. All right, so let's start off from one of the first posts that really triggered me as a DV survivor. Seeing this post right here, it was extremely triggering. This woman right here is a survivor. She was shot about 30 times and survived. And her story, when I tell you, is beyond touching. It's touching, but it does make you realize that this is no game. This is no game to be playing with. So anyhow, somebody posts this, and they said, if you see red flags, please leave. If you guys ever see this video, I tell you, it is a warning sensitive type video, because she shows her wounds from being shot. All right. I'm going to get into a few posts that I had screenshot on the page that I want to discuss. And I want to talk about Dawn. Dawn, you need to change your last name. Dawn Hampton, change your last name. Because for real, you are not their family. You are sick. You are just... If only you knew how Brianna really felt about you. That's the gag. Dawn, you don't even know. Brianna doesn't even like you. But hey, I guess you'll find out when she's done with your ass. So anyway, 10 hours ago, Surviving, Thriving, and Healing from DV by Miss Brianna. Dawn Hampton posts so many posts under this group. It's almost like the group is hers. She posts, "Don't turn your back on domestic violence. It all begins and ends within your mind. What you give power to has power over you if you allow it." Girl, shut the fuck up. Clearly, Brianna has power over your dumb ass. She has accountability 101. An egg cracked. X, I meant well. X, that was not my intent. Check mark, I broke the egg. Then Dawn posts, "Avoid people who mess with your head. People who say things to upset you, people who want you to make them a priority, but don't do the same for you. People who don't apologize. You don't need these kind of people. Avoid them." Sounds like Brianna needs to avoid herself. All right, so Brianna writes, I'm sure you guys are aware of all the harassment and bullying made for me since I came out about my abuse. At first, I was going to stay silent and say no more. But reading you guys' DMs have inspired me so much to not give up. I know that God has a bigger calling over my life, and my purpose will be done. I will not stay silent, and I will continue to share my testimony to inspire more and more women to speak out, leave, and not stay in bondage with their abuser. Whether you know it or not, if you decide to shut down and stay silent, your abuser wins. Any power and control that they still have over you means your abuser still wins. Queens, we gotta stand in our power. Queens, we gotta stand together. We are not opponents. We are simply women who have shared similar experiences in abuse, but we have a testimony to share and tell. We can build a sisterhood so that no sister is left behind or abandoned. I love you guys, and I'm here to fight with you, not against you. I pray that God continues to shine his light through me and continues to reach one and teach one. I get so many DMs about how I inspire them to leave and not commit suicide. So my goal is to just keep saving lives and to keep bringing women together that they can lean on for advice, inspiration, or uplifting. Always remember, being able to speak about your traumas and experiences of abuse is also a form of healing. Keeping it shut down and hidden will only hurt you. Now, who wrote that for you, Brianna? She writes, I am aware this group is public and it should be private so people can feel comfortable with sharing their stories and asking for advice. I have selected change for this to be private, so Facebook is in the process of making it private. In the meantime, you can choose to post anonymously. And Don's dumbass writes, yeah, that's great because we want people to feel comfortable sharing their experiences without folks coming with their negativity. Somebody posts a story about their DV. They show photos, broken glass, their child, the house is just destroyed. And I'm just like, damn, it really hurts me when I see people actually sharing their personal stories with a liar like this. Then Janelle's dumbass hops in and says, love goes out to all victims, you heard? I would be so embarrassed to have a man like this. Seriously, I would not be claiming. You're 30 something years old and this how you talk? This how you talk? And she goes, oh, thanks for the support, babe. I guess this is support. Okay. She writes, this group was created so that I could continue to inspire, uplift, and encourage women across the world to continue to fight for their lives back and never look back or give up. Girl, just because, I'm sorry. I can't take this shit seriously. I just can't. Just because we were a victim of domestic violence doesn't mean this is hard for me to read. Oh my gosh. Lord, how could LaTruth blood sister be part of this group? How? She defamed your brother. You don't even have hard facts that he physically abused this woman. And you are, you know what? People like Dawn, I swear to you, are the reason. Listen, child, I'm going to just have to shut up and let God and the universe do his work. Let them do what they got to do. Because people like this deserve to know what it feels like to receive karma. Dawn, you are really fucked up. I would never claim her as a sister again. Anyhow, let me get back to this because, like I said, this is very difficult to read because I know it's not true. So anyhow, and yes, I said I know it's not true. Period. Whew. Just because we were a victim of domestic violence does not mean we become victims. We are survivors who are thriving and healing or healed from domestic violence. Don't be afraid to share your story. You may help someone who doesn't know how to speak out or get help. I hope this group brings women together so that we can build a family of support. Please introduce yourself below and share your testimony. Cheers to healing. Oh, you want them to share their testimony so you could take bits and pieces of their story and use it as your own. Because every time you go on these interviews, your story switches up, switches up. It turns from being dragged for 6 years and choked for 6 years and pushed and all that for 6 years when you didn't say that on the first interview or the second or the third. You just keep adding on. And then, the craziest part is the fact that people that you've known for years said that you've never mentioned domestic violence, not once. The only time you mentioned it was after that tote incident. And that speaks volumes. Okay. So hopefully more people come out and share stories about being lied on about domestic violence, because this is not something to be joking about. People lose their lives to this on a daily, period. And it's just like being taken for a joke. You guys are looking at this fake victim. At the end of the day, yes, abuse is abuse, right? They say that all the time. I read that in some of the comments. Oh, it's the same. Domestic violence and mental abuse is the same. No, it's not. And this is coming from somebody that experienced both. It is not. Do not compare the two. Abuse is terrible, period, but do not compare the two. And if anybody has an issue with that, you can go ahead and leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. And I will tell you again, I do not agree. There is no comparison. Mental and physical abuse is not the same. Both damaging, yes, but do not compare. Whew. Anyhow, this Brianna Young person posts, this group was created by Miss Brianna so that she could continue to inspire, uplift, encourage women across the world. Oh, child, this is the same exact thing. Girl, I'm confused. But anyhow, whoever this person is, I think what they did was they made the group. Brianna just reposted. If you could see the time difference, they made the group. Brianna just reposted. And if this in fact is Brianna, you're a weirdo. That's all. Child, then Dawn goes and posts something like this. If someone treats you badly, just remember that there's something wrong with them, not you. Normal people don't go around destroying other human beings. Well, that sounds like what Brianna's doing to your brother. That's what Brianna's doing to your brother. Oh my gosh, I swear to you. Ooh. Y'all, sometimes we just gotta be quiet. We gotta be quiet and let God work. Because we sit back here and we look at everything that they post and we talk about it. It's time to just sit back and just let God do his work. Let him do his work. Because, see, I made this video today mainly because it had to do with domestic violence. Did I want to talk about her yesterday and talk about how all she cooks is pasta and shrimp and Cajun chicken and everything? Like, I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to laugh about it, but I didn't. When I feel something is important enough, I will make a video. And this right here, I felt was very important. There needs to be groups of people that have experienced being lied on about TV. If you guys did not know, I made a video. And the video was about LaTruth's interview. At the end of the video, I showed 2 instances of false abuse claims. One was a black man and another was a white woman that was lying on her husband, saying that she was physically abused. There have since been over 20 people that came out to speak on this white chocolate covered Brianna. And when I tell you the woman is mentally ill, she's mentally ill, guys. I'll show you in a second. But guys, this is really deep. After being exposed, I guess she went to a therapist. I don't know. And they diagnosed her with having a personality disorder. Yeah. But anyways, I don't even want to read this crap. Dawn. Ugh. You just sicken me. Anyways, guys, this is the group. It already has 1,000 members. It breaks my heart to know that most of these people are in there because they lost a family member to DV, a friend. They're going through DV. They're survivors of DV, and they have no clue that Lieonya'S is just using this as a means to get more viewership and more money. I'm not going to take back what I said. I do not believe her, not one bit. If she experienced verbal abuse, yes, that is abuse, but do not start no group talking about healing from domestic violence. There's a difference, a major one. Anyhow, let's get on to this white chocolate covered Brianna, y'all.
You're joking. You're joking.
Any proof lies. Her first video points out that I used a Snapchat filter for a black eye. Is this allegation true? Yeah, it is. Her first video points out that I used a Snapchat filter for a black eye. Hey guys, my name's Selena, and I was recently diagnosed by a psychiatrist with PTSD and a personality disorder. Right, but this is probably going to be a very vulnerable video because I didn't want to share that. And it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that I'm just now finding this out at 24. But from my understanding and the way it was explained to me.
FYI, she never states what the personality disorder is. This is laughable if you watch it. The fake crying, for me, she did remove the videos where she alleges that her husband beat her, but I think some people did record it. She has since been, I guess, getting people's TikTok videos taken down for bullying. So yeah, there might not be that much evidence, but if you guys stick around, I will dig deeper into this because I kid you not, this person reminds me of Brianna. She's just the Caucasian version. And again, she still claims that the husband beats her because people have been getting DMs from her. She's writing people in the comment section, telling them to check their DMs, and she tells them she has proof that she's been abused. She has pictures of bruises. And guess what? The picture of the bruise was a fucking filter. All right, y'all. So I'm done. I just decided to throw that in there just to show you that this exists all over. It doesn't matter what race you are. So many people go through DV. So many people go through being lied on about DV. So it's up to us to spread the word. It's up to us to continue to tell our stories and just, make awareness what it's supposed to be about domestic violence, period. Like, I'm sick and tired of people playing with it. It saddens me, but I think this group is going to blow up. I'm not even going to lie to you. I think it's going to blow up. It's going to be extremely successful. Successful because of the real survivors that are telling their stories. I dare Lieonya'S to tell her story, type that shit up, provide photos like everybody else that's opening up and sharing their personal lives. I dare her to do something like that. You see, this is a joke to her. She honestly, I feel, is exploiting these people. Don't get me wrong. To have a group like that is a great thing. It's genius. There's so many people that want to tell their stories. It's therapeutic to tell your story. But when it is created by a fraud, to me, it's a joke. But yeah, y'all, I just had to come on and share my thoughts and my opinions on this. Before I go, I wanted to share Ulysses' story again because some of you might have missed it. It has gone viral, but the story needs to be spread continuously. And he is also looking for other men that have been falsely accused to join together so that they can too start something, a movement. Now, my suggestion is that anyone that has ever experienced this to reach out to this man. So I'm going to show you what he experienced, and his update will be at the end. It's a very short one, but there's an update.
I'm being evicted from my house now.
Immediately, but what we allow you to do is get an overnight bag. All right, so we'll go inside. You can get some of your things.
I have to leave with you?
No, you can drive away.
No. What I'm asking you is, I have to leave right now.
Correct. Yep. So you can go inside, gather up some of your things. We allow you that courtesy. And do you have your car here?
I do.
And then on your own accord, you can leave here, okay?
So you're going to leave and I can leave after you leave? I just have to leave.
We're going to leave. No, we're going to leave with you. We're going to leave together.
Okay.
You definitely have to leave today, okay?
Got you.
So what we'll do now, go inside, get some of your things.
You need this back?
What's that?
This.
Nope, that's for you.
This is me.
Yep.
This is me. That's officer and that's officer. Can I see your eyes, please? Is that okay? All right. My wife filed a false abuse claim against me in order to initiate a divorce, in order to get an advantage over the property that we have. Out of nowhere, she just filed a false abuse claim against me and had me evicted from the house. Women in particular who do this to men are criminals. They are dangerous. They are criminals. My understanding now is that this is a strategy that many women will employ in court in order to take advantage of their husbands and their property. You say I should have seen this coming? She did everything she could to keep me from seeing what she was doing. For the men who have to go through this and the children who have to go through this, I feel sorry for you. This is painful. But the only thing that is going to heal this is justice. If you know someone, or if you are someone and this has happened to you, I'd love to hear from you. There needs to be a movement to stop this. There needs to be a movement so that some strong legislation can be put in place to stop this. This is criminal. How can I help you? I'm videotaping this because this is some bullshit. You don't mind. Hello, sir. My name is Ulysses Butch Slaughter.
Yes, sir.
And you are?
Trooper Orgish.
All right. Everybody got that because I'm going to share this shit. And you are?
Trooper DeSalvatore.
I like these guys.
Yes, sir. Sir, do you get a license on you?
I do.
Thank you.
Asking me for my license. All right. We're back. It's me. We're back.
All right. So this is a PFA, all right?
Right.
So you're with, now who's that to you?
She's my wife.
Good deal. All right, so here's the deal. She's serving a PFA against you.
What is that?
Protection from abuse.
Everybody heard that? Okay.
That's what sir, this is everything to do with you and her, not so much yourself and I, all right? But I'm going to explain it to you.
I hear that. I just can't believe that my wife is serving me with a protection for what?
For protection from abuse. This is for you. This is your copy. Yep.
What does that mean?
What's that?
A protection from abuse.
There was something going on between you two
Yes.
that she didn't like, all right? So she filed a protection from abuse order against you, all right?
Everybody got that?
Everything's listed on here, sir.
Do I have to leave?
You will, yeah.
I'm
I'm just taking the time to sort of explain this to you, all right?
All right.
Giving you that courtesy. All right, so if you want to open that up, that packet, sir.
Mm-hmm. It's really hard to go back and look at this video, but it's something that I have to do. I'm committed to justice in my situation. I'm showing this because I hope that it will help other people. I hope that it will encourage other people to fight for what they believe in. Children are involved, and children have been hurt, and children need to know the truth. I hear some of you saying that there are two sides to every story. There are a lot of sides to a story, and all it takes is one liar to try to disrupt everybody telling the truth. And you're going to hear from other people in this situation. You're going to hear from other people. You're going to hear from my friends. You're going to hear from my family about this situation. Because everybody knows that this was a major disruption, a major deception, a major betrayal. And it was clearly planned. No, it didn't come out of nowhere for the person who was planning it. It came out of nowhere for the people who fell victim, momentary victim to this situation. I want to thank the two young men, the two PA state troopers who came out and were doing their job. And I hate to say just doing their job. They should not be put in that situation. I'm looking for legal people. I'm looking for lawyers who deal with false accusations and false allegations. I'm looking for people who can explain this thing that is called the silver bullet. This was an attempt to shut my life down with a false allegation. I've got all of the receipts. And again, to those of you that say you should have seen this coming, I have to tell you, I got a question why you would get in a relationship and always be looking for something coming. You shouldn't have to always be looking for something coming. And when somebody is so determined to disrupt your life and will pretend like they are with you, these actors and actresses who want to pretend like they are with you, they are really good. I recently posted a video about how my white wife filed a false allegation against me in order to advance a divorce. A number of people had asked me in previous posts whether or not she was white. I answered, my wife said she was going to call the police on me. My white wife said she was going to call the police on me. So the responses that I've gotten sound like that's what you should have expected. That's what they do. You had no business there. Are they the only ones who file false abuse charges against black men? What are we saying about them if that is the case? What are we saying about black men if that's the case? What are we saying about white parents who are raising white girls and white boys? What are we saying? What are we saying when we say that's what you get? That's what you should expect from white women. I'd love to hear from white women. What do you think about this idea that black men should expect you to betray them? Can't wait to hear the answers.
You know I couldn't leave without telling y'all thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time, your patience, your view, your support, period. I appreciate it. And I can't wait to come live again and just chat with you guys and just have a good time. I do have so much in store. The ideas are stored in my head, but am I going to actually come through is the question. And I want to do my best to do that. So it is very important for me to do the live on depression because it is something that many people just hide. We're not hiding over here, baby. We're speaking out and we're going to heal together. In order for me to continue making videos, I need to get in a better mind space, head space, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, join me on that journey if you guys are down. And thank you to the people that have been sharing that they too go through the same or even worse in the comment section, because like reading some of the comments really broke my heart. I didn't have a chance to respond yet because I got a little caught up and I couldn't type. So I definitely will be doing the live for you guys, because when I tell you there's some healing that needs to be done up in these streets, there is. But anyways, y'all, catch you on the next video. I cannot wait. Peace.